Well, good afternoon. Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel out there, YouTube. How's it going today? My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a forex trader here to help you understand the market from an Elliott wave perspective. Love Elliott wave theory, and we look at the Elliott wave chart as much as we can on this channel. Guys, didn't do a video last week at all, but the Sunday night charts, apologies. But we're going to get a video to you every day this week and keep track of the waves if we can. Lord willing. So let's jump into the charts. Don't forget, none of this is financial advice. Just want to help you understand the market the way I see it. Show you how I'm spending my money, but I'll never tell you how to spend yours. Okay? All right, let's look in. We're looking at Bitcoin here and trying to figure out what is going on, right? So we talked last night. Let me get this off the chart there. There we go. We talked last night here about a potential count here. And my count right now, as it sits, is... I'm going to pull the fibs here on the first wave there. There we go. My count right now is 1, 1, 2. Okay, all that's 3. Making the fourth wave here. And then we'll go up for 5. I have a projected target at $17,600 is my projected target for the upside. I showed last night in the TA on how I got there. We're still looking at that, guys. I'm still looking for a target down here of about 14,000, between 13,700 and $14,000. Let's show you how we get that guy. Basically, we'll put the retrace tools there, the bottom of 2, top of 3, there, bottom of 2, top of 3. We got a target there right around 13.8 in that ballpark there, looking for a 3-wave move to the downside. That's the trading idea, at least, that we're working off of right now. RSI in the 4-hour supports a move down. Right now we're in the bullish control zone right now, but we could break through it. If we break that bullish control zone, you say, what is the bullish control zone? It's basically the upper. It's above the 50% level, basically, of the RSI. We break down below it, might get another move, just our continuation move down. That'll give us also our hidden bullish divergence that we always love to see on corrections. Want to see a move down to the downside while the price is making higher lows. We see the RSI coming on down as well, and price making lower lows, resetting the RSI but not resetting price. Okay, and then we'll get the upside move that we're looking for back to our final target. We get that last wave that we're looking for. So that's still the way we're looking at it. Let's take some time to look at this microwave and see if we can come up with a trade setup that'll give us a target even better than that. So let's jump into the smaller time frame, 30-minute chart here. Let's see what we got now that we have a macro perspective. All right, tricky little how do I say it? Tricky structure here, guys, because this wave isn't. Well, it's tricky in a couple of ways, but let me show you how it's not tricky. What I see right here is having a hard time with my mouse right now, guys. It's jumping all around. I see a flat right there. It's a 335. It counts and measures beautifully. I'm not going to take the time to count it or measure it there, but there it is. It's a 3, and a 5 right there. So I did just count it, but I'm not going to take the time to measure it, but it measures great. All right. Then right before that, I've got a 3-wave move here that does that trick there. So we got a 3, a 3. Now, this didn't come 90%. We expect 90% if we're going to get a 5-wave move. It didn't come 90%, and yet we seem to have a 5-wave move to finish that out. And it's a 335 correction. Again, breaking the rules of 90%, but the market can do whatever it wants to do. The only other way I can see this may be a 3-wave like that, which that would be a 535 Y wave, and this would ultimately be a W, X, and a Y wave. So I don't know. That's hard to say. So that's a hard structure there, but it does come down and wicks through the 1618 when we throw the fibs on it. You see it wicks through the 1618. Then we find rejection there and a move back to the upside. Now let's measure the upside move. Now, the upside wave is a little tricky as well. Let me show it to you. So this wave right here is pretty tricky. I'm not sure how to count it. Let's measure it first. You can see that this came up to the 1-to-1 extension with a really, really odd wave shape. But nevertheless, it is there. A way to interpret that wave slightly differently would be to make this your connecting wave right here. Maybe like that. I don't like that too much. That's a possibility there. Boom, and then boom. So it's a one it's a a three-wave move like that. Possible. I don't like it though. I don't like it. It really has more of a shape of a three-way. Excuse me, a five-wave impulse. It does. But then we got this impulse to the downside, that came here. So what is that? Let me show you another way to interpret that wave here. Okay. So if we look at just this right here, it comes to the 786, which is a fine target. Okay. Then what we get is a downward move, a three-wave, and then a down move like that. That's a three-wave move, like so. So what we could be getting is the beginning of a three-wave. You get a three-wave, and then we get another three-wave to the downside. So it's gonna three-wave us to death, guys, and a WXY to get us down to our lower targets finally. Here for the fourth wave correction. Best I can tell here. Best I can tell. It's always hard determining, how the wave is going to be formed, but nevertheless, I still see this forming right now. With all likelihood, a W, X, and then a Y. Okay, so the fibs on that guy. Okay, we'll be looking at a target down here about 13,970 to 13,500. So there's some confluence there with our 382 extension or 382 retrace right here at 13.8. In fact, this 13.5 is probably a really great target there because a lot of times the fourth wave will come right between the 382 and the 50%, right in the middle of them, and so that's a pretty good target to look at. So let's watch that area, $13,500. Watch 13.9 as well, or 14,000. Watch those areas for a move back to the upside. Excuse me. Hey, there's a yawn. Woo! Back to the good old days when I was yawning like crazy. Yeah. All right. So let's. That's what I'm looking for right now. Still looking for an upward wave to come up there and hit that 17,000, potentially 17.6 potential target. Now I can't guarantee we're going to do that. The market does whatever it wants to, but right now that's the way I'm interpreting it until we get an invalidation of this count. The invalidation point, I guess, is if price decides it wants to come all the way down here past the one wave right there. Okay, then the price gets back down to $10,800, guys, and then obviously this is not, this count is no good. All right. Whew, can't stop yawning. Sorry about that. Let's look at Ethereum and see what we can see there. The 4-hour chart. Same thing, guys. Same thing. Be careful here. Right now, we have a three-wave move right here. Okay. One of the ideas that I've had up to this point is, the yawns just keep coming. I'm so sorry. Anyway, one of the ideas I've had to this point is that we could get this larger three-wave correction here. All right, and so this is still on the table. It is not invalidated, though it's unlikely. Okay, it's not my favorite count anymore. In fact, once we made this new high right here, I really liked it. Up to this point. I'm trying to show you. Up to this point right here, but once we came down and then made a new high, I've started not to like it as much. So, but keep in mind, it's not off the table yet, but it's not my number one count. Okay. So what else could it be? What else could we be dealing with? Please forgive the yawns. Ooh, I don't know. I can't stop doing it. All right. We still could be dealing with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So this could be 1, 2, okay, 3, and now we're making 4. Might be finished, might not be finished, and then 5. I don't think it's finished. In fact, I'm looking for a three-wave move down like that, and then up. It's kind of big for this wave, but certainly it can happen that way. Okay, let's see. Let's pull the fibs here and see if we can get a target on this guy. Our target, we'd be targeting here about $414, 415 to 402. That would be our target zone for a three-wave move down to the downside. I really like the 414 a little bit better. Even 424 is not a horrible target to give us a three-wave move to the downside, like so. Okay. Now whether we get that or not, I can't say. In fact, be careful that we it is possible within the realm of a possibility that we get a large wave to the downside, that it just falls over and just comes on down. So be careful and be aware of that possibility. Okay, because a lot of guys are looking for that last push to 17K in Bitcoin. Okay, a lot of people are looking for that, and a lot of people are calling for that. I've got fibs that get us up there, and I explained last night in the Sunday night charts how we get those. There's a confluence right there at 17.6. So yeah, a lot of people are calling for that. A lot of people are bullish, so it would make sense that the market would actually go down, mess everybody up before they and go down maybe even volatilely and quick, mess everybody up before they go up and hit that target. So bear that in mind. Okay. All right, that's what we're looking at, guys. So right now I'm looking at a potential trade setup here for Ethereum around 414. We'll see what the structure and the wave setup looks like as price comes down. If it does, if the trade setup is correct, gets us down here about 414, and we can take a long to the upside when Bitcoin makes its final move to the upside as well. All right, with that being said, there is your wave analysis, your wave update, your wave forecast for the next day or two or three, and let's see what happens. But we'll be back tomorrow with another video. That being said, you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, help the channel. That would certainly bless my soul. So I would really appreciate that. Until then, until the next video, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.